All right, here we are, Rogues, with our third episode of Editor's Commentary, and this time it's a big one. We're going to just knock out all three Desperate Defense because, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of these were worked on nearly simultaneously, right?
Yeah, definitely the first two I was pretty much doing at the same time.
Oh,
the
yeah.
last one.
But by the way, Heather Gardner is once again joining us.
Hello.
And by us, I mean me. There's only me and Heather. So
the royal we.
The royal we. Okay, we're just going to dive into the first episode. And I think before I start, I'm just going to make the comment that, our jobs, the way our jobs work is you do the cut. And then I come in and I, do more of the cut. And in this particular case, I think the biggest thing I did for all three of these was just made them faster, was just like, that's about it. Like you did the bulk of the work, but I went in there and I was like, you know what? I know it seems like you made it fast. I bet I can make it even faster. And that's the majority of what I did.
Which is fair. I'm mainly like a documentary editor in background.
Well,
so
also,
I have never done like action sequences, so it was fun, but I've never done it.
Well, also on top of that, I think Brant and I have sufficiently scared all of our remote editors into never ever using jump cuts. And then I almost hypocritically went through and I did a lot of fucking jump cuts. Because, in the world of narrative film, it doesn't look so bad. In fact, it can look pretty darn sexy when you do a jump cut the right way. But I think Brant and I have scared you guys away from ever even thinking that jump cuts are an option. So
it's true. There's a whole thing in the style guide that's just a file that says jump cuts. Don't do them. And that's the whole Google Doc.
Yeah. And then here I come as the hypocrite that I am privileged to be because I'm the supervisor, and I did a lot of jump cuts. So let's check it out.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by Privacy. Head on over to privacy.com/rogue and get $5 of real legit-ass money that you can spend on anything you want. They probably don't want me calling it legit.
I didn't think they were going to approve that.
They want me to call it.
Legit-ass money.
Yeah, but they went for it.
There's so many takes of the foot thing. It's pretty funny.
Are there?
Yeah.
We definitely wanted to capture Brian insisting on never wearing actual shoes.
Yeah.
And for the record, for those who don't know, the reason Brian does that is to stay cool. Because, your body temperature kind of sort of matches your feet. At least that's the working theory. Like during his stage shows, he used to actually have like a bucket of ice water in the back so he could just dunk his feet in to cool off so that he would be able to go on stage not sweating. So I guess it works.
It begins!
That looks so sexy. The time remapping there, yeah. Like we had a little issue with time remapping to begin with because it's so stupidly complicated the way our camera captures fast footage or slow-mo in a way because the way it records it is at 60 frames a second, but if you just drag and drop it into like a 24 frame a second play time whatever, it'll just play like normal. It'll play at like basically, the only way the math works out is if you slow it down to 40%, and if you want it to play in real time, you have to speed it up to 300%.
Yeah, I was so confused. I kept trying to slow something down, and I was like, it's not really slowing down.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Like, I think at first what you did was you slowed it down while it was already nested, and if you do that while it's nested, it doesn't understand what you're doing. So you have to take it out of the nest, out of the playlist, and you have to use the quote unquote, real footage. Like here you could see like this is nested, but this I had to take out and actually do, some of the time remapping of. So I had to go from 40% all the way up to 300%. And another stupid thing is if you've already set the footage to play at 300 or 40%, and then you time remap it, it only time remaps it relative to the speed it's already playing. So if it's already playing at 300% and you slow it down to 40%, it will technically be playing at 100%. So it's
a lot of math.
Yeah, a lot of stupid math. So anyway, I'm glad that I was able to make this one so sexy.
Yeah.
And
really, originally I had it just going into the title right there, but that is so much better.
Yeah, and that was actually a Brian Brushwood catch because he was watching it and he's like, "Wait, where's the joke?" I'm like, "What joke?" He's like, to come back and see us playing. I'm like, "Well, that happens after the title." He's like, "No, it's got to happen right away, man. Juxtaposition." I'm like, duh. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but thank you, Brian. I did like your "don't light your balls on fire."
Thank you. I'm trying to toe the line between my funny quips and genuine warnings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got some guys coming.
Some guys.
Yeah. No, I found some, villains.
Wait, like on Craigslist or something?
Well,
Because
dark web.
Craigslist is already filled literally with
This part was a little tricky because I chopped up a couple different takes of this. But then there's like the ping pong that's actually happening.
Yes, I can imagine. I didn't even think about that when we were shooting, but yeah, like if you're trying to keep it, consistent with where the ball is going, that might be nearly impossible. Like,
Yeah, there's definitely some continuity things if you pay attention to this.
I'm rather surprised. I don't see any. Yeah, I'm rather surprised that there was no shots that you just were like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna crop in by 150 and ignore the ping pong."
Yeah, I really tried not to make it glaring.
All right, well, it works, man.
Some viewers sent it to me.
So you ordered villains from Doug's list
Yeah.
on the dark web to come attack us.
Yeah, they're going to try to kill us.
When?
What's today?
It's today?
My favorite anti-improv of Brian ever.
What time?
He's like, "What's today? It's today."
You will not know the
Like-
hour of the reckoning or
You want to do
And it's-
improv? Fuck you.
It's so funny that they did this a few times, and that was always his answer.
Yeah, it's like yes, yes, whatever. Improv.
Hello?
Did you like this? The
Yeah.
title just hanging out there. Yeah, because Brian, and Brian made the right call again that our title card is something that viewers have become trained to quasi-ignore.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Dude, we need to couch this in something. We need a title card, even though we already have one." And then I noticed this. I was like, "Well, this kind of makes the perfect, intro."
Yeah. And it makes sense for somebody who maybe has never seen this show and happens to see it pop up.
Yeah.
They're like, what's a desperate defense? I don't get it.
Right? And that was a total crop in.
I love it. Yeah, you really spiced up all the stuff I did here.
Make it go fast.
Yep.
Because and I saw a lot of what you were doing, and a lot of what you were doing made perfect sense. But I was like, wow, she's not prepared to go 4 times faster than it rightfully should.
Yeah.
I
I was editing it like it was, a cohesive narrative.
and I definitely understand the fear. And then, do you like how I changed up the music for this one?
Yes.
Of course, still Anthony Shea, and I gotta say, man, over Desperate Defense, we really abused Anthony Shea.
Yeah. He's got a song for everything, though.
Yep.
Can't help it.
His stuff is way more cinematic and theatrical.
Yeah.
It's Desperate Defense! Starting off with a bang, we got ping pong paddles. Where's all this coming
I have a mild confession for you and the viewers, Heather.
Yeah.
This will be the first time I've ever actually watched this part of the video.
Oh, no.
But I think you know that because you caught one of my mistakes.
I do know that.
We'll talk about in a moment.
Fact! Ever since I found that out, I can't stop saying that. It seems like an inherently good defensive weapon.
Like, yeah, this was so, like, seat of my pants. Like, I
murder.
I don't even think I color corrected this.
You know, that's what allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Let me,
But the
actually,
first
I'm
thing
going
was-
to double check here. Let me, did I do any? Oh, no, I did color correct it. I color corrected it in fucking Lumetri. I was like, S-curve, tone down the skin color from red a little bit, levels so that it doesn't, go crazy in the levels, so that it's like, somewhere in between, so it's not crunching in the black. Okay, fuck it, done. Like, we were really, like, at breakneck speed for these videos.
Yeah, this was a stressful week, and confession, I had 2 side projects I did over the weekend right before this.
Oh, so you've been working days and days straight.
Yes. It was crunch time for sure.
Damn.
Seeing is hitting somebody on the side of the head. That's going to be very disorienting. A big flat. I've never had like I'm told that the double clap whop is pretty powerful.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
Is excruciating. Here, I'll show you.
No.
I'm not going to use a ping pong paddle.
I'm kind of regretting that when he says "wop," I didn't put that on the screen.
Really bad.
Oh.
Not only hurts, is very disorienting.
Exactly. It's going to throw off your equilibrium.
I think that's the problem with these episodes is like the action sequence got a lot of attention, and then this last part I was like, just get it done.
And for the record of our whole team, you were the only one to put any love in these talking sections.
Yeah, I like it.
I like your defensometer.
Thank you.
So the next one here.
It's a little tricky because sometimes Brian would be like A+.
Ping-pong paddle.
Oh, yeah, no. There is no scale that he will ever stick to.
So I was like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Makes sense.
Or
Yeah.
of a fencing sword, or of literally this laptop. I feel like you would do a lot more. There's not much momentum behind it. The edge isn't that thin. It's not like it's going to cut you. I'm not entirely sure what you're getting on it.
I don't know. I mean, you could definitely break some fingers, break some knuckles going at somebody like that. And then hitting him in the neck? That's going to hurt. That's like a karate chop, right?
Well, yeah, but so is a karate chop.
That's a good
I'm going to say it's exactly as effective as a karate chop.
I'll vote that a ping pong paddle is better than nothing.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I think I would rather hit someone with the ping pong paddle than my hand because I might
Yeah.
hurt my hand.
Right?
It's like if I had to use my hand or a stick that is, 6 inches longer than my hand, I'd rather use the stick, but
I mean, as we discuss in a later video,
I
like,
ain't going to war with no ping pong
it's
paddle.
better to have something covering your actual fists.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one here is using it as a shield. It's a real small buckler.
I was about to say, and not only
I didn't
that,
know
it's
what a
like
buckler was until
is
this.
built the way
Oh.
it is so that
I
things come
just
at
learned what it is right
bounces
now.
off to the side,
There
so
you
that
go.
you're holding it in the middle, you're
Learn
braced
something new
against
every
it.
day.
This has your
Yep.
wrist exposed, and you're trying to do it's too clever by half. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was shooting an action movie, then yeah, by all means, block, all that stuff. But if I'm in battle, give me a real buckler. You know what?
He
Just
does
give me
that
a
hand motion a
single
lot
wheel
in these
finish.
videos.
And here comes the part.
As you'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, here comes the part where
Oh, I'm
I
so
was
mad.
not. I know. We were. I say the collective royal we, but really it's on me. I was not paying attention, and like I said, I did not watch through this whole thing because there was just like no time. Is it good? Fine, get it done. But let me. Where
I have not seen a comment about it, which is really
not
funny to me.
one comment, not one person has noticed that it's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
So let me show you viewers for the first time. This is what it's supposed to look like. Look at all that effort she took to match the look at that. All matched. Oh,
Now
did
at
you
least
add
somebody knows.
Did you add motion blur to that?
I did, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's good work, man. Sorry.
Thank you.
Next time, maybe you won't bring the footage along with you to the After Effects. Huh?
Yeah.
If I could find some way to blame it on you.
Feel better.
I think we need
But
to
that looks
run it
pretty
by,
funny, the
Right?
way it is.
I thought, like, even in post, like, I went to watch it again. I'm like, well, it kind of looks like an editor's joke or something, but
weapons guild
but it's
taking
not.
it there.
Yeah.
Go longsword fighting. One of us.
I'm not that clever, okay?
Yep. Okay. Right. I'm down. I'm down. But no, not a fan.
Oh, okay. So, not a fan. Yeah, and it's just so small. You got to be like really precise. It's like, can you imagine somebody's coming at you with an actual knife?
Not only do you have to be precise, but you have to be precise in a way that you're not built to block things, you know?
Yeah. Well, in the video, I'm using both hands, right? So that could be a little better.
But now it's a game of you're playing Nintendo Wii. I mean, no. I say no.
Okay, fair enough. I can agree with that.
See, I wish I had time to put some Wiimotes in there too.
All right, now this one is.
Do kids still know what Wii's are?
That's why I didn't. Because I was like, I don't know that they do.
Are going to be as powerful or as strong as or as precise.
Even I don't have a Wii anymore.
I mean, to be honest, you're just going to end up hitting them in the face over and over and over and over again, and it's going to be a powerful punching maneuver.
And while we were doing it, whenever I hit the goon, it's Corey.
He prefers the name Corey.
Whenever I hit him in the solar plexus, there was a moment when we first did it, and we were both like, "Oh, that would suck."
I would not want to do stage combat with either of these gentlemen.
No, I was very concerned for Corey in this one. I'm surprised this wasn't the video he got injured in.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, popping somebody and having them, disabled because of it's all of your force in one tiny spot.
When he popped him in the groin, that's when I really was like, oh no, this is going to go horribly wrong.
Final one, lots of fun.
To my credit, nobody has gotten injured on one of my shoots.
With the ping pong paddle.
Man, if there's one thing we've learned from the
Impressive.
comments is that nobody
Thank you.
believes that flaming anything is.
So if I could take credit while other people get hurt, that's all I want.
Set fire to a bird's nest.
I mean, it seems good in theory, right?
Sure.
I've definitely
But what
injured
happens is
myself
when
on my
you light
own
something on fire,
shoots.
things on fire don't tend to stay on fire.
Yeah.
Fastest way to put something out. What do we do to birthday candles? We blow on them to
Yeah.
put them out.
Yeah, it took us a lot of
In fact, when
takes
we were trying
to
it,
get that.
Lighting the ping
Yeah.
pong balls, we had
That
to
was
soak them
the
in
fun of putting
Everclear,
that together.
and
Was
they
it
were
so
all
many of
going
them?
out
He was like
before we
lighting
even
the
swatted
glove
them.
on fire
Yeah.
mostly.
I mean, it's a fun idea, but
And
feels
for the
more
record, there's a
like
lot of
the
people out there who
psychological
keep
deterrent.
commenting, like, just light the ping pong itself on fire. It's like, dude, like, how old are you? Like, ping pongs haven't been flammable in like 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, they are no longer flammable. Back in the day, yeah, you could just light a ping pong on fire. But that was a long, long time ago. We actually just bought some of those ping pong balls, and we had to find them on eBay, and they, like, came from China.
Whoa.
And like taking matches and throwing matchbooks at people.
yeah. Okay, ping pong paddle. I would say about half of them are effective, and the other half are questionable.
I'm a little less bullish, but then again, you were the one who played with them during all of this. I would say better
It's
than
fun to
nothing
kind of
for
fact
women's
check
rights.
them at the end here.
Oh, God.
got a trivia bit.
How they have, like, the exact
So,
same
that the
ratio
phrase
of score,
modern
but
rogue dates back
like,
Yeah.
well, we're on different sides of
when we
this, but
launched our
no.
online store, scamstuff.com. That's when I wrote the words gear for the modern rogue. That's where the whole idea of the gentleman warrior
I love that we were able to fit our own ad into somebody else's ad.
They would have on them the magic tricks,
Oh,
the
yeah.
lock picking, the multi-tools, that kind of stuff. Here's what I didn't think about.
Genius.
I named the website
Right?
scamstuff.com, and I
It's an ad within an ad.
The only way you get away with doing that is by
Yeah,
being
ad
impeccably
squared.
honest. Because otherwise, every email is like,
The lighting on this one, though, is so good.
Right?
Here's my point.
Yeah, I
Sooner or
barely-
later,
did
you
I
wanna
touch
buy
this one
something
up?
From a website that you're not 100% confident in, and maybe you're a little bit nervous.
Oh, no, I did. And I even full-on color corrected it in DaVinci. So, yeah, this one looks good for a reason.
Turning over credit card information. Guess what? Our friends over at Privacy have cracked the code. You click one button and it auto-generates a card that's like a burner card. You get to set the maximum you could spend on it. It doesn't matter if the whole world finds out what the number is.
See, they always want to see
You're
this crap on
totally
screen.
safe
Like,
because
the
you
sponsors
can't
want
go
to see this
beyond
kind of
the
stuff on
limit that
screen,
you
but
set on it, and
a
you can
sponsor
make
like this, we
20
can't
of
show
them in a
anything.
month totally free.
Like, I have to
Whether it's
blur
your
out
kids wanting to
everything.
plug in for some kind of
That sounds fun.
mind blocks kid game or whatever.
It
You're like,
was,
I don't want you
but
having my real
luckily
credit
now that
card.
I have it,
want
I
you
don't
have
have
this
to do it
burner
again.
card. $7 max, boom. You have nothing to worry about. Some sketchy site, I don't know. Let me go ahead and create a one-time burner card, boom. And if you're a big business, they even have pro and teams accounts so you can take care of everybody in your
Makes the ad equally as complicated as what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Card number for everything. That's insane. Every other day you hear about some major hack, then you got to change all your numbers again. If you're using privacy, you
Well, that
just
is one
laugh
thing
in
I
the
can still
face
take
of it
full
and say,
credit of.
"Haha,
I do
enjoy
all
the
the ads around here
$7,
these days.
hacker." And of course they won't because nothing.
Because there is no time to get it into the hands of anyone else.
For mind blocks.
Gold star for you.
Privacy.com/rogue.
Yay.
Get $5. Spend it on us. Scamstuff.com. It's a legitimate website.
Yeah, what did you do for the CTA?
See, oh yeah, I just did bloopers.
It begins! Oh. I'm trying.
Didn't even hit it with the paddle.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't have a
Yay.
lot to go on for the CTA.
Yeah, good
So I was
times.
like, you know what? Bloopers. We'll do bloopers.
Let's move on to the most, I don't think I'm alone on this, the most ridiculous weapon of our week, the turkey
Yeah.
baster.
Yeah, I will agree with some commenters that if it had been metal,
Well, I mean, how often do you see a metal turkey baster?
right?
And then, of course, as every commenter has pointed out, like if you're around a turkey baster, guess what else you're around? Anything else in the kitchen.
Yeah.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by Blinkist.
It's not the
Head on
point.
over to
We don't do
Blinkist.com/theme.
useful weapons.
That is true.
And the first 100 of you lucky munchkins is going to get all you can eat free 7-day trial.
Yeah, I think I did my wrist.
Oh no!
Yeah, we'll see later today.
Turns out his wrist was not actually injured, but underneath Corey's tongue, he did get cut by the turkey baster.
Question is,
So, proving it is an effective weapon.
Guess I don't get to know until tomorrow.
If you're trying to do stage combat with it, yes, you might get hurt.
A real thing.
Turns out if you roughly chop up the turkey baster with some scissors, like
Huh.
it becomes a weapon.
God.
Two in one day.
Good job, guys.
I was really excited to
in
do
that
the injury
case,
counter. I'd never done it before.
I'm less hesitant.
I'm just
to-
glad I finally gave you permission to cut out half of the effects of it, because originally, I have, the premier doghouse system with 64 gigs of RAM now, and it took forever to export something, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to take out, like there were all these Halo effects attached to it, and just, like, a lot of, frankly, Red Giant bullshit that I was like, nah, fuck it, we don't need any of that. So, finally got through that.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Well, in that case, I'm less hesitant to call it a day.
Brian's never hesitant to call it a day. We love calling it a day. You like my establishing shot?
Yeah.
And of course, we had to add another contextual title.
I like the little time remapping that was added
Yeah.
there.
The time remapping?
Yeah. Or whatever that was that was going on when he went to the sink.
Just this moment, or?
That's when he gets slammed up against the sink. It looks like he went faster than I had it.
Oh, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
cut out, let me see
Yeah.
what I did here. I just sped the hell out of this little moment right here. Just
Okay.
because otherwise, what do we got here?
Woo!
Yeah, otherwise, so
Yeah.
it was just like this nice and easy, like, hold on, now you're moving over here. And I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
gotta go faster. Looks a little stuttery, but I can live with that. in hindsight, I think I would have taken out even like one more frame. Been like, you
Yeah.
know what? Fuck it. Just, wah. Yeah, that might have worked.
It works.
Better,
It's stylized.
but anywho. Yeah, a lot of cheating with the time remapping and the
Yeah.
speeding up frames.
Yeah, there was definitely a few moments in editing this where it was a lot of that, like, lingering, being like, okay, you're okay, now we're gonna move on to the next thing. And it was just so hard to edit that.
Oh, and here, little secret for you, next time you're looking for squeaky noises, I went in and I found some basketball foot sounds.
Oh,
So we got,
much better than the
yeah.
faint
I think-
squeaky noises I had.
Yeah, I think in hindsight I might have toned these down a little more than they were, but I'm okay with sounds being a bit obnoxious in a fight sequence like this anyway.
And there's the injury.
Yeah, oh yeah. And this one was all originally like, again, you could see it was all originally like one long shot of him like
Yeah.
pumping in there, but I'm like, nah, fuck it. I gotta make it go fast, like Ricky Bobby says, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, the jump cuts.
Yeah. The dreaded jump cut.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this blow dart part was the struggle with getting it to actually go slow-mo.
Oh yeah, because again, it was that thing of where you're like, well, I did knock it down to 40% and back up to 300 is like, well, yeah, but only relative to how it was already presented, and it's just, yeah, this stuff gets super annoying. Where
Yeah, and that's the part too where I was struggling with when the goon turns around. It was just so slow. It was like he paused for a while before he turned around. And I actually took the reaction.
I see what you did.
Yeah, and I took the reaction shot of Brian, and it was from like a whole different thing, that one, and I just flipped it so it looked like he was facing the same direction
Oh, nice.
to cover up the awkwardness.
Oh, I could see that is flipped because that's, yeah.
Yeah, so
That
you
should
couldn't
be-
tell that it was like a totally different shot.
Very nice. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
God, I wish we got a close up on the turkey baster going in,
Yeah.
or pretending to go in anyway.
Again, it was like everything I had of that was kind of that shot, but it was very slow.
Did you like the heartbeat?
Oh yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I just added in all the gross bleh noises.
Doug's List. More desperate defense coming to us from, what were their names again?
Master Sergeant Terry Shepard and Adam Slutsky from A Guide to Improvised Weaponry.
So in this case, we're looking at a turkey baster, which I suppose is better than nothing.
I guess.
Barely.
Again, let's see if I
There's some stuff in here.
color corrected this. Nope, I did nothing for this one.
Wow.
Like this was so hand to mouth. Like this one was it was quote unquote finished about 20 minutes before I had to upload it.
That could be effective.
Look, the squirting in the face, man, that's great movie making. I don't think that's gonna work in a movie.
Yeah, I feel like this
Okay.
week was like the effort
Now, in
went
this, it was
down a
just-
little bit with each episode, but I tried my
You
best.
had bleach sitting around.
I think we picked back up on Friday.
Just ready to go.
Yeah, a
right
little bit.
and,
To the-
next to the turkey baster.
And they're gonna
Just
give you.
It's just I had worked on both of these when I was in Texas, and the neckties
Oh.
episode I hadn't really started yet. I had made an assembly of it, and that was pretty much it.
Oh wow.
Get that. Squirt him in the face. Say
that again.
So that one was more of a rush to the finish line.
Let me put it to you this way. If you have that turkey and it is hot,
why not just throw the turkey at them? Why would you extract? It's that moment of extracting and filling up a weapon.
I want to see
turn
Desperate
around and
Defense,
use the weapon that
just
seems
the
silly.
turkey.
Here's one.
Food. Desperate defense food.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was ruined when you were attacked by ninjas. It's not my fault.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Wedding cake would be a good one. There might be some skewers in there.
Effective, very unlikely to like a maximum degree. And it's because of that extra moment of just like, hold on, wait, hot juice. you know?
Also, if you've got a turkey baster around, why don't you have other more useful utensils like a carving knife?
Yeah, right? Or I don't know, a fork, or literally anything better than a turkey baster.
It should say, put the baster down and pick up a carving knife.
All things being equal,
I don't think we'd be allowed to do the carving knife episode on YouTube.
Oh, good question.
With a pen, you're watching them just tear somebody up.
I don't know, but
I would imagine a turkey
one
baster
thing
would
that
do something more
I
than
enjoyed
just
about these
this.
episodes that apparently some fans have found displeasing is that they want us to test all the weapons. Because in the previous episodes, we quote unquote tested the weapons by hitting them against a dummy.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you can kind of tell that, okay, yeah, a glass ashtray looks scary when you hit it against the face of a dummy. That looks like it might do damage, and we can speculate all day long, but it's not exactly a test, and there's no definitive answers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, testing violence is just, it's silly insofar as it's a total quagmire. Because I have known people who have literally been shot, and they're fine. And I've also known people who have slipped, fallen, and died. So what will or won't work in a violent situation is
Yeah,
really...
like, who knows?
Yeah.
And this is not, Modern Rogue Jackass.
Yeah.
We're not just going to hurt people on purpose.
No.
Except when we do. Because I've been going back and watching the old episodes, like making a taser.
Oh, Jesus.
First of all, getting the dart loaded took too long, and when we did fire, I mean, I don't even know why you need to have a mask. Doink. It was dumb. It was dumb, and I don't even know that it plays in cinematic form. All right, what if you had
That is true. That blow dart was hard to find a usable take. Every single one was him blowing as hard as he could and it not coming out.
problem was that it just wasn't sharp enough. I think the problem is it's a dumb idea, and I don't like it, and it's my least favorite of everything we've tried.
That would be pretty cool to see, though. Imagine seeing that in a movie. Grabs a little scrub thing, puts it in there, and then right into the carotid. No? Is that when you take it back to Blockbuster?
Yeah.
I like your Blockbuster dote.
Thank you.
It as a dagger to stab.
People, I love our old people comments because somebody in their 20s always gets hot under the collar about it.
Yep.
They're like, hey, man, I was born in 1990 and I know about this stuff, man. Like, calm down, dude.
Yep.
Only it's concentrated to an even smaller spot.
Yeah.
That's enough to poke out an eye.
Yeah.
If I hit you in the cranium, it's gonna dazzle you. I do think I could.
I feel like we're a few years away from no one remembering what Blockbuster is, though.
Oh, yeah, it's happening. Like, any day now.
Soft tissue. If you bury the baster in your attacker's flesh deep enough to cause blood flow, pull the bulb off the rear of the tube and let the
This is the silliest
Yeah.
one to me, for sure.
vital fluids.
I had to actually highlight the text while he was reading it because it's so silly.
Yeah.
Cheers to optimism. That was not going to be a problem. That is not
really-
going to happen. But also the vacuum effect. That means you'd have to take this off and then go.
Not how the vacuum effect works, but still, it would be very ineffective.
A lot of you guys know that I read a lot of nonfiction books. I'm talking dozens every single year, and I still don't have time to read everything that I want.
I want to say that I didn't get a chance to color correct the Blinkist ad.
Got time to listen to or read. I
don't remember.
Condense them down.
It looks pretty good. It
Yeah.
doesn't look bad.
You can consume in 20
It just doesn't quite pop.
minutes. You can either read them right there on the app.
That golden hour lighting really helps, though.
Yeah. Covers a lot of sin.
Time to read. Now you get to know what they know in a fraction of the time. It's dead simple.
So do Brian's glasses now that I think about it. Like, if he's wearing glasses, he can look a little more tired than usual and it won't matter.
Then just download the app, pick your favorite subjects.
That's why I wear glasses.
Right?
Simple and super, super easy. If you're looking for some place to start with one of the books that transformed my whole worldview, The Rational Optimist by Matt Ridley. He makes the counterintuitive argument that this is the best time in the history of mankind, and it's only getting better. You will feel better about the world after reading this book, and you can get it.
You should read that book, Heather.
Well, I don't think so. I insist on being a pessimist.
Dude, if we take away your anger, you'll never be happy again.
Exactly.
It's not even going to be. It's going to Jason Murphy. Also, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think I think I had to do a little. Wait, did I color correct this at all? No, I did nothing. This was, this clip of, hey, go check out Jason Murphy's book. This was handed to me 15 minutes before we were going to launch. And it's like, John, can you just add it in there? I'm like, sure. And so, like, you'll see these, like, just literal slap pasted on fucking screenshots here where I'm just like, I kind of made it move a little dynamically. But for the record, our plan worked. We got Jason to #1 on the humor horror list and like number 15 in overall horror.
Oh, nice.
So we've, yeah.
On October 30th, 2020, in just a couple of weeks, and I want you to pre-order it. The way pre-orders work is that everybody puts it in now, and then on
Just whatever the fuck he handed me, I just slapped in there and dropped a couple pictures on.
What I'm saying is we have a chance to fake our way into
Which, for the record, is how a lot of YouTubers make their entire videos and careers. But
That's all I'm asking for. Best part is,
Not how we do things.
we're a different
normally.
breed, Heather.
send it to
Well.
Jason at jasonsmurphy.com. He'll even send you for free his newest novella as soon as it's finished. Look, man, Jason is awesome. We know he's awesome. Let's make him a superstar success on Amazon. Let's celebrate his new novel, Killer Candy, coming out on the 30th.
I have a confession.
Oh, no.
I didn't watch this ad until just now.
Oh. Well, you weren't one of the thousands of people who actually went out and bought it.
Sorry.
What is this? What is this CTA?
I don't know.
It's like just watching them struggle for 20 seconds.
Yep. Just because I thought it was funny, all of the commentary.
Nice. Right.
Yeah, it's hard to find a CTA in these because the discussion part was pretty tight. Like, they didn't have a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor. And then for the action sequences, like, there's really nothing there. Like, everything's like an outtake.
Yeah, and they
Finding
shot,
a CTA is hard in these.
Yeah, and they shot the discussion thing in like one sitting.
Yeah, and it was really just like everything they said made it in. Like, yeah, that was it.
All right. Well, here's our final, and for the record, this is the first discussion section that I actually had time to color correct. So,
Ooh, exciting.
We regained a little effort on this one.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by your childhood and the perfect Saturday morning, courtesy of Saturday morning cartoons and our friends.
I am currently drowning in Magic Spoon cereal. It's pretty tasty, but man, we have a lot of it.
Next time you need to send me something, just send me a box of Magic Spoon.
Ooh, copy that.
Yes.
Caught up. What happened previously on?
Previously on.
So you ordered villains from.
This is my favorite thing to do.
What?
This little, like, previously on,
Oh,
it just made me happy to do.
I'm glad you did it, because I did not have the effort.
Yeah.
Doug's List.
I did actually direct this one.
I'm not gonna lie. This
Oh, nice.
The other two, I was not
like the
anywhere
heroes
near
don't go to
production because I was editing.
villains.
I know, but I don't know. It could be kind of.
But this one, I got to shoot and direct some of it.
Makes me look fat, right? It makes you look crazy. That's inappropriate for wearing. Is it a cape or an apron? You have it on backwards?
I think it was supposed to be, I don't know.
You can't wear that to a funeral.
It's fabulous, though. I mean, I want to be respectful, but also, he was a goon on Doug's list. What about this? Too much? Too little?
Are you going to a Kid Rock concert?
Yes. Afterwards.
All right, you got this one. I'm going to tie my tie.
And for the record, just in case anybody thinks I put way too much effort into the color correction of the fight sequences, I literally let me show you the magic here, rogues. There we go. I literally just go to my magic bullet looks, and I'm like that one looks cool. Boom, done. And that is what I do.
Nice.
So
The real effort here is on the 10 audio track clears.
Oh yeah, Jesus! You and me both. I think we both put in a lot of effort into the sound mixing.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's where I'd say most of our efforts went. See all the jump cuts, man.
Yeah.
I was like, nope. I just got to make it move. And for this last one, I went with I added a little more kung fu noise to it.
All right, you got this one. I'm going to tie my tie.
Yeah.
Like even his head makes movement, makes sound.
I like that it's a path I was going on, but you took it to a whole nother level.
Thank you.
Like 3 of them. No.
Plus, yeah, by like Tuesday, I should have let you know that jump cuts were totally fair game for this series.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this part. There were so many different takes of that. I wish I could have used all of them.
I gotta say, Jason's a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
I've actually made him read Shakespeare on set before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, second.
Whenever they have a guest that's not quite flowing with their rhythm of talking, I make everybody read some Shakespeare.
I like it.
So terrible.
It's my punishment / inspiration for them. That looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Coming in hot!
Yeah, this was the part where I was scared of how good Jason was at that.
Yeah. I made sure, I coached him. I was like, I need you to hold your hands very open so that I could pull the tie out anytime I want. I wish I had been a little braver and could have had the camera a little more in front of Brian,
Yeah.
but I don't regret not doing that either.
Yeah. It worked enough.
For the record, this was me on the ground filming them.
Nice. It's a great shot. I love it.
Yeah.
Bonds metal. Anaerobic adhesives cure only.
One of these days I am going to throw away that pocket reference book. Brian has used it a few times to quote-unquote kill the room.
Yeah.
No more Duck's List.
I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but he does do it.
Just Gary's list, I guess. It's fine.
That was a direction that you gave. Must have been like, oh, do it again and say Gary's list.
I don't know why I thought of that.
It was good.
You killed him back.
Well, thank you.
Didn't have a funeral
Yeah.
for him and his buddy.
Yeah.
And then also his buddy's buddy who shows up to try to mess up the funeral for his other buddies.
Yeah.
We're the good guys is
We're the
what
good
I'm
guys.
saying. Yeah.
I think next time we're going to try something even classier, like an Ascot. We're murdering someone with a cummerbund.
See, and now everybody's so happy and thrilled that I got to color correct the discussion
I
part.
understand that you're less
Yeah.
bones in bare
It's
knuckle
beautiful.
boxing. People
Thank
wrap
you.
their, fingers so that nothing splits, right?
Exactly.
Does that mean you actually watched this one?
Very long time ago.
No, but I did color correct it.
Punching the schoolyard bully.
How much did they owe you?
How much they owed me? Like a whole pack of nerds, and they had.
I gotta say, the saddest commentary in my mind of humanity is the reason that the boxing glove was invented was only to protect the fists so that they could
Yeah.
keep punching.
True or not, that boxing gloves were invented not to cushion the blow
And it gets worse.
Yeah.
from breaking their knuckles. So,
I'm betting it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, right?
oh, probably, yeah. But if in this instance,
It's definitely my favorite part of editing these is doing the research and finding out horrifying facts.
Yeah, you've really grokked to that.
Yeah.
that is in Grey's Anatomy. It says chapter 17.
I feel bad sometimes because there's going to be a lot in the next one I'm doing that is a little bit of fact checking.
Oh.
Or like I look up something and I'm like, oh, that's not right, actually. Sorry.
I think viewers appreciate when we correct our hosts.
Yeah.
Entanglement happens instantaneously. In fact, if it were up to me, I would have wrapped it 3 or 4 more times and then punched him in his face with his own fist for a few times.
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Come up with like 4 one-liners and then kicked him in the nuts and then taken him on a wacky vacation.
I'd watch that movie.
If was it?
Oh, I would say super effective. I would say all things being equal, I would much rather have a necktie in my hands than nothing at all.
Oh yeah. So once you have that arm, you can do all sorts of MMA stuff.
I think this is the one they were the most amped about because
Yeah.
there was a lot of chatter that I was able to cut out of this one.
Oh, nice.
Is that once you're a limb down, you are very vulnerable to somebody has more limbs than you. And up to and including being able to say, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. I mean, super effective in my book.
I want to see that happen in a UFC match so bad. Ripped beast, just like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
I give it an A.
I think so.
I mean, everybody.
If I remember correctly, they unanimously gave everything a thumbs up in this one.
Oh, wow.
Tool of murder forever.
Yeah.
Literally forever.
Yeah, I think necktie is the only weapon that we had this week that might actually work.
With the catgut, and then they use it to murder somebody. Probably in reverse order.
Guitar strings.
3 things they did. First, they impressed the ladies, and then some dude said, boo! Grabbed it, and then murdered him, and then said, I bet we could play table tennis. Effective.
I think so. Okay, and now we have like a flail.
I suppose the idea here is that if you have any kind of rope, like rope is always the dumbest of weapons.
I didn't know what a flail was until this.
Me neither.
Makes it into either bolas or a whip crack thing. All of a sudden, you're taking leverage on there.
Oh, nice moves. I like that.
I was like,
That was like a last minute thing.
and then holding
I was like, oh, I hope I have time to add this in.
feels like a murder weapon. That's why people use a blackjack, is because it takes that leverage and it extends.
It's been a nice thing since I'm rewatching every episode of The Modern Rogue. I have like a encyclopedic knowledge now. When they talk about something, I'm like, ah, yes. Episode 6.
You're making your way through. I gotta share that document with Brian.
Which is not the same
Yeah.
as saying it's the most
Working on it.
All right.
Yeah, there it is. 8 thumbs up for a necktie.
Oh, snap.
Ping pong paddle, necktie, or the turkey baster.
Also, call it right. Bat!
Justify your choice, please.
Heads up, rogues, if you missed the important message a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I feel like I put a stupid amount of effort into that, where I was like having to look through all the After Effects things I did and like write down, okay, 3 up, 1 down. This one has this many up, this many down. And then figuring out how I was going to tally that at the end in a way that wasn't insane to look at.
Oh, nice.
So let's jump in. Let's make him a #1 best-selling horror author.
Yeah, see, we made a lot of progress with Pimpin' Jason.
Yeah.
I have the best memories of Saturday mornings, watching cartoons, eating cereal, and I've got kids now.
Now I want some fruity magic spoon.
Man, that's the thing. We got like 30 boxes here, not one more fruity.
There was a total guilt-free way to experience
So we need some
What's that
fruity magic
about?
spoon.
watching something
I don't know. Although they did just launch their new flavor, peanut butter, which is pretty freaking good.
Ooh.
If you're into the whole Captain Crunch thing.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
of your favorite breakfast cereals from being a kid, only make them healthy. We're talking 0 sugar, 11 grams of
Yeah, just send me, a box full of magic spoon and a hard drive.
Oh, yes.
My next
I will.
shipment.
Jesus, I'm actually going to have to do that in 2 weeks because we are shooting with Jason the first 2 weeks in November.
I figured it was coming soon.
It's coming, baby.
I'm so stoked. They got a variety 4-pack of cocoa, fruity, frosted, and blueberry that you can get right now. Head on over to magicspoon.com/rogue and be a kid again. Enjoy the, I have to read this part here, the high-protein, keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, wheat-free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike cereal for grown-ups. If I was a little more introspective, I would wonder why they went to us for a childlike cereal for grown-ups. magicspoon.com/rogue.
What's your CTA here? Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't do one. I had something planned
yeah.
and I didn't get to it. So you did it.
Spin around. Yeah. Steven Seagal him over the shoulder.
Wait, what is that?
You know the Steven Seagal where
Where you eat a lot of food and you get...
Oh, Steven Seagal is such a douche.
Yeah.
Did he do that?
It's just funny that I had this plan and didn't get to it. And then you were like, can I put the Steven Seagal in here? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Same page.
Same great minds.
Yep.
God, you ever heard the story where Van Damme called him out one time? And it was at
No.
like this Stallone party, and Van Damme like called Seagal outside, and Stallone was like, "Dude, don't go outside. He's gonna kick your ass." Because Van Damme would kick the crap out of Steven Seagal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of people mock Van Damme, but the guy had 200 wins in, like, martial arts fighting tournaments or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I would not want to fight him.
No, man, muscles from Brussels. So anyway, that is our Desperate Defense editing commentary. When can we expect you to come back out to Austin, Heather?
Never again, John.
Oh.
Never again.
What? but you you spent so much time out here already. Like
Oh my God.
A little bit longer. I mean, what's the problem?
Next time, I'm just going to come in like a hazmat suit or like a bubble. I'm just going to roll around in my little hamster wheel.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, I'll come back someday.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it, but thank you for joining me on the commentary. I hope our fans learned something, maybe.
I hope so. I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and I will talk to you soon, Miss Gardner.
All right. Bye.
Bye.